Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining in. I'm Deirdre Morgan, intuitive and empowerment coach, popping in with some quick tips for February. My first tip is a rather long one. I'm really going to suggest, encourage you to tune into YouTube on Gaia.com and listen to Greg Braden's talk, practicing the technique of three keys to relieve daily stress. Now, you don't have to be stressed to tune into this talk. It's fabulous. It really explains how the heart functions, what it's all about, and most importantly, the head-heart connection, which is essential in the fifth dimension and beyond to our living well. The main takeaway for me with this talk is his point that we human beings are self-regulating creatures, which means we are able to regulate our body, heal it, direct it, manage it. I find this theory particularly relevant for us to consider in today's healthcare world. It reminds us all that we are each in charge of our bodies, our physical well-being. And the second point I found invaluable with Greg's talk was the heart has a neural network of about 40,000 cells that registers every experience we have. What we think, what we feel, it remembers, just as the cranial brain functions, which means we have two systems recording our life events and our responses to them. And this is big aha, because it can explain why sometimes counseling or therapy isn't as effective as we had hoped for. Why? Because we've only dealt with one of the systems. We've only approached our life experience, our emotional woundings from the head, and we need to move into the heart to really resolve, heal any wound that is now blocking or sabotaging us. It also indicates that we are filled with heart, and the heart is where all trust, love, appreciation, and the higher emotions reside. I'm bringing this up because it relates to my next tip, which is a story, but it is one I'm asking you to really give some consideration and thought to. Again, it puts us in charge of ourselves, our bodies, our mind, heart, soul, and spirit. Many of you know I just finished a getaway here in Vallarta. And each night we had a guided meditation and chakra alignment. And after one of my guests relayed her experience, which I think is quite an extraordinary one, and I'm about to pass it on to you. As we moved up the chakra system and she moved into her heart chakra, across her chest and heart came the word COVID. And this little label, let's call it, moved up to the throat chakra, back down to the heart chakra, up to the throat chakra, back down to the heart chakra. And at that point, a voice came in and said, COVID is a universal way to open the heart, to open to more love, trust, to connect this deep love and trust that we hold to the throat, where we can express greater love, greater compassion, greater understanding, greater truths about ourselves, which will generate a whole different global environment and can really shift the planet into that peace, into that joy, as we have done it for ourselves. So, in a sense, COVID serves our higher mind, our highest mind, our greatest potential, and by helping us to clear out the toxic energy that the heart is surrounded by or may hold inside itself, which keeps us in our limited, small-minded place. I find this an exciting message. And also, the voice went on to say, if you're coughing, and coughing can, I understand, endure longer than the actual physical COVID process, the coughing is simply opening the heart further, opening the channels and the connection to the head, to the heart throat connection, so that we can speak our truth more easily, more lovingly, more willingly. So, deepening this heart throat connection, I see as a big and magnificent healing for each of us and the planet. And I am asking you this month to let go of that old woe is me, victim, I don't have a vote, to let go of perhaps germ theory and move into terrain theory as you understand more about head-heart function and heart-throat connection. It puts us in a more empowered state. It puts us in the driver's seat with our bodies, our physical well-being. You've heard me say over a year now, flip the narrative, make your story positive, make COVID a healing experience for you, your family, friends. We're way past due. It's time to change our perspective, our beliefs, to empower ourselves, to be strong, to be the best we can be. So, tip number 2 is done. The third tip is more practical, easier perhaps. We're in a 9-month, which means we're integrating all the lessons of the last 9 years. We're coming and moving into a new state of wholeness, of feeling complete within ourselves. So what do I first suggest? Walk away from the things that are now emotionally disappointing to you. At one time, they may have made you very happy and they may have served you well. However, you're different now. Your consciousness, your awareness has changed. You've grown into a different part of yourself that no longer may want, need, or require the old situation, the person, the friendship, or the job. Breathe deep and walk away. Secondly, tie up loose ends. If you had things on your to-do list and you just haven't gotten to them, make sure you finish them off this month. Remember, 9 ends, 9 completes. Let go, finish up, so you create space for the new, for the different that's coming in next month when March resonates to the 1, the new beginnings, a new chapter. Thirdly, because 9 is spiritual, it asks that we not personalize, we not internalize our experiences. It asks us to get past ourselves, over ourselves, to cool it on judging, to cool it on needing to be part of everything and think we are part of the center stage. So if you have an emotional charge on something or someone, you're judging, you're in ego. And remember, ego is based in that lack mentality. Yes? No? Where are you? Finally, take care of your body. This is first and foremost because the pace is picking up, the squeeze is on, more hidden truths or secrets of compromise, corruption are coming to light. And it's a lot for your body to have to process all this. Yes, it does process it. Remember, the heart is processing along with the brain. So, light diet, lots of rest, lots more water, and make room for playtime. Play, play, play. Release the valves. Play is the most energizing, creative, spontaneous experience we have, and it triggers all those elements within us. So celebrate who you are. Shut down the critic. Grow into the lover, yourself you love first. Remember, we're in a 7 universal year, and 7 is spiritual. So we have 7 and 9 this month, both spiritual numbers, both asking you to bring into balance and harmony within yourself so that you can live more fully, more completely in your heart. Lead with the heart, back up with smart. And yet remember, figure this out. Where are you? What do you love most? What makes you happy? These are essential questions to have answers to as you set new priorities next month. Not next year already. Please, please, please. And remember, it's all about love. Everything else is incidental. And that's it for February 2023. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun to talk with you, and I'll see you next month.